Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went in? Or struggled to remember a name that used to come so easily? After 65, these little lapses can feel scary, like signs of something bigger. But what if they weren't just part of getting older, and there were simple things you could do each week to keep your mind sharp and focused? In this video, we reveal 7 powerful habits that could help protect your memory, boost your clarity, and bring more purpose into your days. Which one of these do you already practice or wish you started sooner? Let us know in the comments.
Have you ever had one of those mornings where you wake up, stand by the window, and for a moment, you forget what you were about to do? Maybe it's the name of an old friend that just won't come to you, or walking into a room only to realize you have no idea why you're there. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. After 65, little lapses like this become more common. But here's the good news. Your brain is far more powerful and adaptable than you might think. And with just a few simple weekly habits, you can keep it sharp, focused, and full of life, no matter your age. You see, staying mentally alert isn't about solving complex puzzles or learning a new language overnight. It's about doing the right kinds of things, regularly. Things that naturally stimulate your mind, strengthen your memory, and boost your confidence. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. 7 brain-boosting activities that every senior should be doing weekly. Let's dive into the first one. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you learned something new? I don't mean a big, complicated skill. I'm talking about something simple, like a new recipe, a new way to fix something around the house, or even a new route on your morning walk. Learning, even small things, is one of the most powerful ways to keep your brain young. You're creating new neural connections, strengthening old ones, and challenging your mind to grow. Think of your brain like a garden. If you stop planting, watering, or caring for it, weeds take over. But if you keep nurturing it, even with just small efforts, it stays vibrant. So maybe this week, try reading a short article on something that interests you, or watch a how-to video and try a new craft or hobby. It's not about being perfect, it's about being curious. And that curiosity keeps your brain alive in ways nothing else can. Now, let's talk about something just as powerful but often overlooked. Movement. Yes, moving your body actually strengthens your mind. In fact, physical activity is one of the most proven ways to protect memory, improve focus, and slow down cognitive decline. But you don't need to run a marathon. A simple 20-minute walk 3 times a week can do wonders. Or light stretching, dancing in your living room, or even gardening. Anything that gets your blood flowing helps bring oxygen and nutrients to your brain, kind of like fresh air blowing through a dusty attic. And here's something magical about movement. It clears your mind. Have you ever gone on a walk and by the time you got back, a problem didn't seem quite so big anymore? That's no coincidence. Your brain thrives on rhythm, movement, and new surroundings. So the next time your thoughts feel cloudy or you're struggling to remember something, get up, move a little. Your brain will thank you. Now, I want you to think about this next one because it might surprise you. It's something that's free, always available, and incredibly healing. I'm talking about conversation. Real, meaningful conversation. Not just scrolling through your phone, not just nodding while watching TV with someone. I mean talking, laughing, sharing stories. Staying socially active is one of the most protective things you can do for your brain. Studies have shown that seniors who stay socially active are significantly less likely to experience memory problems, depression, or loneliness. Think about a friend you haven't talked to in a while, a neighbor you wave to but never really chat with, a grandchild who always brightens your day. This week, reach out. Even just a 5-minute call, a quick visit, or a simple chat while walking your dog can lift your mood and keep your brain sharp. And here's a tip. Don't just talk about the past. Share hopes, plans, dreams. Talk about ideas, things you're curious about. Your brain lights up when it's engaged in creative, dynamic conversations. So, let's recap just gently. You've got the power to nourish your brain through curiosity, movement, and connection. You don't need special equipment, fancy memberships, or a genius-level IQ. You just need a little intention, a little consistency, and a lot of heart. And remember, aging doesn't mean fading. It means evolving. You're not losing your spark. You're refining it, sharpening it, honoring all the wisdom that got you here while staying open to everything that's still to come. So take a deep breath, smile, and stay with me because we're just getting started.
Let's keep going. There's a quiet, powerful tool that most people overlook, yet it's something you do every single night. Or at least you should. I'm talking about sleep. Not just any sleep, but quality, restorative sleep. Because the truth is, your brain does some of its most important work while you're fast asleep. It's during this time that your brain clears out waste, processes memories, and resets for a new day. Think of it like a cleaning crew that only shows up after hours. If they don't get enough time to do their job, the clutter builds up, and you feel it in your focus, your mood, and especially your memory. So, how do you give your brain the sleep it needs? Start with consistency. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Keep your room dark, quiet, and cool. And in that last hour before bed, give your brain a break from screens and stress. Read a calming book. Listen to gentle music. Breathe deeply. Let your body and mind know it's safe to let go. And if you find yourself waking up at 3 a.m. thinking about everything from bills to birthdays, you're not alone. That's common. Just gently breathe. Maybe get up and stretch. Sip some water. And trust that your brain is doing its best. The goal isn't perfection. It's progress. Now, here's something that can light up your brain in ways sleep never could. And that's creativity. No, you don't have to be an artist or a musician. Creativity comes in many forms. It's in how you arrange your flowers, how you write a letter, how you hum while you cook, or tell a funny story to a friend. Your brain loves creativity. It craves it. It's how we express who we are and connect to something deeper than the daily routine. So this week, give yourself a chance to create something. It could be a little poem, a doodle on a napkin, or trying a new way to decorate your table. You might be surprised by how alive you feel afterward, and more importantly, how clear your thinking becomes. Creativity doesn't just entertain the brain, it strengthens it. And while we're on the topic of connection, let's talk about nature. There's something healing, grounding, and mentally stimulating about being outside. Just being in the sunlight for 10 minutes, hearing bird song, watching the wind move through the trees, it does something to your nervous system. It resets you. It brings you back to the moment. You don't need a hike through the mountains, a short stroll in the park, a cup of tea by your window with the curtain open, sitting quietly in the garden. These are all ways to let nature restore you. And here's the beautiful thing. Your brain remembers the feeling. That peace carries into your day, helping you think more clearly, feel more hopeful, and respond to stress with more grace. So this week, make it a habit. Step outside. Feel the air on your skin. Look at the sky, the trees, the earth beneath your feet. Remind yourself that you're part of something bigger, more beautiful, and always growing. And as you take in these habits, learning new things, moving more, talking deeply, sleeping well, creating freely, stepping into nature, I want you to remember one last truth. Your brain doesn't care how old you are. It cares how you treat it. So be kind to it. Challenge it. Rest it. Feed it with love, with curiosity, with laughter and light. You've made it this far, and that's no small thing. There's so much more ahead for you. Not just years, but joy, energy, confidence, and clarity. Keep going. You're not just keeping your mind sharp, you're living with intention, with heart, and with purpose. We've still got more to explore. Stay with me.
Now let's turn our attention to something that might not sound very exciting at first, but plays a powerful role in how your brain functions. I'm talking about routine. You see, most people think routine is boring, but for your brain, it's grounding. It creates a rhythm, a pattern your brain can rely on. And that stability, especially after 65, becomes a powerful foundation for clarity, focus, and peace of mind. When you have simple rituals throughout your week, a morning stretch, a cup of tea in the same chair, writing in a journal at night, your brain feels safe. It doesn't have to work overtime just to figure out what's next. That calm creates space for creativity, memory, and better decision-making. But here's where it gets even better. Within those routines, you sprinkle in novelty, just enough to keep things interesting. Maybe you take a different route to the store. Try a new spice in your favorite soup. Call someone you haven't spoken to in a while. These little surprises, placed inside a steady rhythm, wake your brain up. They keep it alert, flexible, curious. It's not about doing more. It's about doing a few meaningful things regularly and staying open to small new experiences. That balance, that's where mental sharpness really begins to shine. And speaking of meaningful things, let's talk about something that truly lights up the brain in ways no crossword puzzle ever could. Purpose. Now that word might sound big, but it doesn't have to be. Purpose is simply knowing that what you do and who you are still matters. And it does. Maybe your purpose is helping someone in your family. Maybe it's sharing your stories with a younger generation. Maybe it's tending a garden, singing in the choir once a week, or simply showing up each day with kindness and gratitude. When your life has meaning, even in small, quiet ways, your brain responds. It's more alert, more focused. It releases chemicals that support emotional health and cognitive function. Purpose is like fuel, and after 65, you don't need less of it. You just need to redefine it. Ask yourself, what brings me peace? What makes me feel useful? What gives me joy? Start there. Let the answers guide how you spend your time. And let me remind you, there's no expiration date on making a difference. Finally, I want to talk to you about something simple, but something we often forget: hydration. That's right. Drinking enough water might not seem like it has anything to do with memory or focus, but it absolutely does. When your brain is even slightly dehydrated, it can affect how clearly you think, how fast you process information, even your mood. So try this. Keep a glass of water near you during the day. Sip it slowly. Make it part of your routine. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber if you like. The goal isn't to force anything. It's to gently care for your brain, in the same way you care for your home, your garden, or your loved ones. Because here's the truth. Your brain, your beautiful, powerful, one-of-a-kind brain, is still capable of growth, of clarity, and of wonder. And the habits we've talked about aren't just tasks. They're acts of self-respect. Learning something new, moving your body, connecting with others, sleeping with intention, creating, getting out into nature, finding a rhythm, with space for surprise, living with purpose, drinking enough water. These are not just brain-boosting activities. They are life-boosting choices. They are reminders that no matter your age, you are still here, still capable, still worthy of joy, peace, and possibility. So take this moment. Breathe. Smile. You're doing better than you think. And every small step you take, every habit you practice is shaping the way you live, think, and feel. Let today be one of those steps. You've earned it.
And as we close this journey together, there's one more thing I want to leave you with. Gratitude. Yes, gratitude. It may sound simple, maybe even cliché, but science is starting to catch up with what many of us have known in our hearts for years, that practicing gratitude can truly rewire the brain. You see, when you take a few minutes each day to reflect on what you're thankful for, whether it's a good cup of coffee, the sound of birds in the morning, a phone call from a friend, or even the strength in your legs as you walk, your brain changes, literally. It lights up the areas responsible for emotional regulation, memory, and empathy. It creates a positive feedback loop that helps you feel more grounded, more peaceful, and more alive. And the best part? You don't need to write long lists or force yourself to feel happy. Gratitude is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about noticing what's still good, even on hard days. So tonight, before bed, or tomorrow morning as you sip your tea, ask yourself quietly, what made me smile today? What gave me comfort? What small moment made life feel just a little more beautiful? This gentle habit not only strengthens your brain, it softens your spirit. And over time, it changes how you see the world. You start to notice more, appreciate more. And that awareness, that presence, is a kind of wisdom you've earned. Let's be honest. Aging can bring challenges. There are aches, forgetfulness, losses that linger. But it also brings clarity, courage, a deeper understanding of what really matters. And when you support your brain with care, with movement, curiosity, purpose, rest, and gratitude, you're not just preserving function, you're enhancing your life. You become more resilient, more adaptable, more at peace with who you are, and more excited about who you're still becoming. Because yes, you are still becoming. There's no deadline on growth, no age limit on joy, no cutoff for contribution. Whether you're 65, 75, or 95, your mind is still a miracle in motion. And the best way to honor it is to use it. So let yourself explore. Create something new. Reach out and connect. Sit in silence. Breathe in the fresh air. Be kind to yourself on forgetful days. Laugh at the little things. Keep moving. Keep learning. Keep living. You are not just aging. You are evolving. And in the quiet, steady rhythm of your days, you are still making an impact. So thank you for spending this time with me. I hope it reminded you of just how capable, wise, and alive you truly are. If this message spoke to you, take a moment to share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear what habits help you stay sharp, or which new ones you're ready to try. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. There's so much more we can grow through together. Here's to a sharper mind, a fuller heart, and a life lived with purpose at any age. Before we go, let's take a moment to reflect. Today, we explored 7 powerful activities that help keep your mind sharp after 65. Simple habits like learning something new, moving your body, connecting with others, getting restful sleep, embracing creativity, enjoying nature, and living with purpose. These aren't just brain boosters, they're life enhancers. Each small action you take, every mindful step, brings you closer to greater clarity, confidence, and joy. Because staying mentally sharp isn't about working harder, it's about living wiser. If this video inspired you or reminded you of something important, we'd love for you to join our community. Click that subscribe button, give the video a like, and share it with someone who could use a little encouragement today. Your support means the world to us and helps us keep creating helpful, hopeful content for you and others on this journey. Thanks for being here. And until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and keep living your best life, one beautiful moment at a time.